If you've looked at our product descriptions or researched the wide world of CBD, you've likely come across abbreviations like CBG, CBN, and CBC. Of these three, CBC seems to be the least known, maybe in part because its therapeutic potential is only beginning to be tapped. CBC and its cannabinoid cousins, like CBN and CBG, are known as minor cannabinoids, but not because they don't carry major benefits. Today, we'll answer the question, what is CBC? We'll look at how cannabichromene works in our bodies and how it interacts with other cannabinoids, like CBD. We'll learn that CBC isn't so minor after all. We'll throw around terms like receptors, the entourage effect, and the endocannabinoid system, so let's begin with a cannabinoid primer. What are cannabinoids? CBC, like CBD, is a cannabinoid. Cannabinoids are molecular compounds that occur naturally in the cannabis plant. The most famous, or infamous, cannabinoid is THC, which is the compound in cannabis that causes a high. Cannabinoids like CBC, CBD, CBN, and CBG are non-psychoactive. That means they don't cause a high. Okay, if they don't cause a high, what do they do? The endocannabinoid system cannabinoids, like CBC, interact with receptors in what is called the endocannabinoid system. This is a cell signaling system in our bodies that is closely integrated with our central and peripheral nervous systems, as well as systems that regulate sleep, immune response, digestion and more. All mammals have an endocannabinoid system, including our cats and dogs. That means all mammals can potentially benefit from cannabinoids, like CBC. Within the endocannabinoid system are receptors commonly known as CB1 and CB2 receptors. CB1 receptors are found in the brain and central nervous systems, while CB2 receptors appear throughout the peripheral nervous system, immune system, and other organs and tissues. When a cannabinoid interacts with a receptor, it imparts beneficial effects relative to the system it's working within. We'll see some examples of this when we dig deeper into CBC below. What is CBC? CBC is short for cannabichromene. Even though it's considered a minor cannabinoid, cannabichromene, CBC, actually appears in abundance in the hemp plant. It was first isolated in 1966, and scientists have spent much of the past 50+ years exploring its therapeutic potential. Like CBD, CBC begins as cannabigerolic acid, CBGA. Certain enzymes break CBGA down into cannabichromenic acid, CBCA, which is the precursor to CBC. When CBCA is exposed to sunlight or heat, it converts into cannabichromene, or CBC. What does CBC, cannabichromene, do? What does CBC actually do in the endocannabinoid system in the body? CBC is actually very bad at linking with those CB1 receptors in the brain. This is actually one of the reasons why it isn't psychoactive. However, CBC is great at connecting with those CB2 receptors found in the peripheral nervous system and other tissues. CBC also interacts with two other important receptor proteins in our bodies, TRPV1 and TRPA1. These receptors play a lot of important roles. We mention them in relation to CBC, because TRPV1 works with the regulation of body temperature and in perceiving the sensations of heat and pain, while TRPA1 senses itching, cold, and environmental irritants. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.